So with the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro promising 4K and honestly not delivering on it, a lot of people were wondering what is Nintendo's take on 4K and will Nintendo ever take out a 4K console? As in, will the Nintendo Switch get a upgraded dock to support 4K output, or would the next gen Nintendo console be a 4K console? That was a lot on people's minds. There was a lot of rumors about it. So finally, The Verge decided to interview Reggie and ask the $1 million question: what is Nintendo's take on 4K? And it's very interesting what the Nintendo president of America said. He quickly pointed out that they are trying to appeal to a mass audience, not just early adopters of expensive technology. He's happy with the Nintendo Switch's $300 price point. It seems that 4K just isn't something the company is seriously considering. And honestly, he is right. 4K is just not there yet. I mean, look at the percentage of people that have 4K TVs in their household. Only maybe 10 to 15%, maybe higher in the next year or two, but 4K is just not out there. What people have in their living rooms now are 1080p TVs. So why should a company force them to buy a new technology when it's not necessary at the moment? It's just not necessary. Now he goes into very details, which I'm going to read for you right now. He says the Nintendo mission is to reach as many customers and consumers as possible and to have them engage and have fun with our products. That's what we try to do. So inherently, we go for a more mainstream audience. Inherently, we want our products to be affordable. We want our products to be easy to pick up and experience. Low learning curve. We want our IP to shine as we deliver these experiences. That's the way we approach it. And so what that means is a sweet spot of $300 for the Nintendo Switch, a platform that has Mario and Zelda and Splatoon, and hopefully more games to come into the future. Going against a more limited consumer pool, a higher price point, requiring future investments like 4K TVs, what have you. That is a strategy that's for us. Candidly, it's a bit too limited. Now, what he says is, in my opinion, true. 4K right now is still in its infancy. It's still in its infancy in America. And right now, 4K monitors and 4K TVs are just not, in the eyes of mainstream consumers, are not affordable and not worth it, especially when it comes to gaming. And especially gaming. Look at the amount of money and the amount of investment you need to have a good 4K gaming experience in PC. Not just to mention a good 4K monitor with a low lag, but also a good enough PC that you can have a playable, affordable, which is not the same thing, but a good playable frame rate. Of what people ideally is 60 frames a second. And on 4K PCs, that is not going to cost cheap. That's going to cost you expensive. Look at the Xbox One X. To achieve 4K, they had to lie to people, and the games that they showed were 4K checkerboards. The PlayStation 4 Pro, they try to do 4K, and what they pretty much have been doing is 1440p upscales, or actually some of the games 4K checkerboard. So Nintendo honestly has a point. It's just 4K is not, it's not logical right now. I would rather have a good 1080p 60 FPS experience or 720p 60 FPS experience than have to deal with the problematic 4K experience, and a lot of mainstream people feel the same way. And Nintendo was very smart with how they marketed the Switch, and it's paying off. Look at all the problems Sony and Microsoft are having with their so-called 4K console. So Nintendo is very, very smart. And honestly, in my opinion, they are right. 4K is just not ready for consoles. And it won't be ready for consoles in a while. So what do you think, guys? Do you think Nintendo is right? Do you think Nintendo's wrong? Do you think Nintendo will ever release a 4K console? What do you think, guys? Once again, guys, like my videos, share my videos, comment on my videos. I really love your comments, guys. I really love interacting with you guys. And as always, guys, have an awesome day.